What's up, everybody? Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, and president of the ONYXCON Foundation. If you are a subscriber, and I do mean only if you're a subscriber, you can hit the chat if you like. Be respectful no matter what, because that's the only way. Respect first, always. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's happy Friday to you. Today is going to be a very momentous day. Yeah, that's the word, right? Momentous. Yes, momentous. Why? Because every day is a momentous day. If you're alive and breathing, it's momentous, right? Come on, speak truth to light. Universe, bless. Yo, the legend of country style, Mr. Art Fennell, Fennell, Art Fennell. Look him up. Country style is dropping a video today. It's his perspective on what we already dropped. We went out fishing with Art. It's been about a month ago. We went Lake Lanier waters, there's a whole water system up there of Lake Lanier and surrounding waters that connect to it. So we were in the Lake Lanier area and we went fishing with Art, him and my dad. My dad did the charter, thanks to my pops. Thank you, man, forever and a day. Love you, you know this. Yeah, my dad, he did the rental of the boat for the day. We had a great captain. He put us on some fish. He was a guy who grew up in the area, knew the fish very well. We were after striper. We were after gar, long-nosed gar. You know I love my gar. That's my favorites. Some of my favorites in freshwater. And we got bass, too. Got a largemouth. And I caught a largemouth. I caught a gar. And I caught the biggest striper of my life. Okay? I've caught some pretty nice sized stripers, but that was the biggest striper ever for me so far. Yeah, 11.6, 11 pounds, 6 ounces for sure. Solid, beast, huge, nice. If you know what anything over 8 pounds looks like with fresh water, you understand what I just said. Hell, anything over 5 pounds and up is pretty impressive, you know what I'm saying? But 11 pounds, basically 12, and stripers, they just, man, they got a different build. They got a different, their head is huge, body huge. They're just big fish. They're born to be big fish. That's what stripers are. Striper bass are naturally big. They're originally, saltwater fish that can live in freshwater, also in brackish water, also, which is a mix of both. And so they were brought into Georgia and put into Lake Lanier, and they've been a thing in Georgia lakes there, and a lot of other places too. You got them in West Point, all of those lakes have them. And so they were introduced, as I always say when people be talking about, as soon as it becomes a problem, then it's an invasive species. No, how about, I don't even use that word. I don't, that's so goofy to me, because when you look up the real history of everything that they call invasive, it's human activity that made it possible. I don't care what the situation is, some human beings made it possible. The animals will naturally move where they're naturally going to move, but when they're forced to go somewhere because of habitat loss or introduction, because some human being sits down and says, well, we want more money, because that's always the reason. So we're going to introduce this and create a new market, money, for hunting this or fishing for that or whatever, and after they've exhausted something, it's always after they've depleted something else, they introduce something else that's going to cause another problem with depleting something else, and the cycle just continues. But I ain't part of all that. I'm at the last part of the equation. I'm just the guy who loves fishing, is going to fish no matter what, and give me some great water, some big fish, some great stories to tell later, and I'm happy. So I like to be aware, though, of all the parts of the equation, and I speak on it. I'm not going to turn a deaf ear to it, but I just want y'all to know the fun is coming, so that, you're going to learn here. We're going to edutain you, what I'm saying? We're going to always educate and entertain at the same time. So if you're looking for something really cool to watch today, make sure you watch our version, so you can go ahead and see that. Let me see, it's 2:40, 2:40. So from 3 to 4:45, Arts is dropping at 5 o'clock. You heard me? I got the inside scoop from the man himself. I'm just letting y'all know. He told me I could tell y'all, so I'm telling y'all. All right, I'm letting y'all know. He wanted it known. He wanted it known. He wanted everybody to be there when it dropped. You can see his take on the day we had fishing. It's going to be amazing, like I said, because you've already seen how amazing it was if you watched our version. And everybody's, it's funny about when two people, same day, same event, same experience, but different cameras, different oration, different editing. It makes for a whole nother experience. So if you can appreciate that and understand what I'm saying when I say it's gonna be worth watching for that alone, definitely check out both. See ours and his version of the same day. It's gonna be dope, I'm telling you. And you're gonna see some moments that I got that he didn't get, or that he got that I didn't get. Like there's times when I held a camera for Art so he could fish, and he had to worry about, you know, trying to set the camera up, and because trust me, I know how that is. Lord, do I know. All the years I've been doing YouTube, and he's been in the game longer than I have, way longer, and he's killing it. I mean, Art got hundreds of thousands. I said hundreds of thousands of. He's really that dude, especially when it comes to Southern related cultural things, and fishing being one of them. He's got an audience. He's got, you know, he does a big cook-off thing every year, a barbecue festival that attracts literally thousands of people from all over the country, and they compete and they have fun. They have dancing and line dancing and barbecuing and taste testing, and you know, and Art, he loves his spirits, so he gonna have, they forgot they were the moonshine and all that old country stuff. So, you know, that's how Art get down with his, and he's successful for it, man. And I wish him all the best, because, you know, he's like fam now, you know what I'm saying? We know him like family, through family. So he's family, you know what I mean? And yeah, I just want y'all to make sure y'all help this be a success. I want it known that I sent you. You know, if y'all watch it today at 5 when he drops his on his channel, again, that's Country Style with Art Fennell. Check out Country Style, subscribe, get a feel for what he does, you know what I'm saying? Go over there, check it out, you know, see if it works for you. If it does, make sure you hit that subscribe button, but also be ready for that video. Like I tell you, when it drops, y'all, I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be great for everybody, because I know it's gonna get me some more fans and subscribers, people curious of who we are, you know, who ONYXCON is and what we do over here. And I want people curious of what he does over there. This is what we talking about, man, cross-pollination. When YouTubers start doing more collabs, everything grows, everybody, it's a win-win. It's the ultimate way to move out here. And I wish more people understood it. You know, thank goodness for people like Brother Art, who get it, who got it from day one. I'm talking about from the minute we proposed the idea, he was like, let's do it. Like, it wasn't no hesitation, it wasn't no, let's get back together and chat about it, you know, well, we got a meeting for a meeting. Like, we met, that's it. We doing it or we not doing it? We doing it, period. That's how it was. You know what I'm saying? On camera said it. He said, we doing it. And sure, hey, came through early morning too. This wasn't no, you know, get out there when you feel like it. This was one of them show enough fishing days, you know, traditional fishing days. Like, and I admit, I'm not the early riser. I'm not an early bird kind of guy, and I'm definitely a night owl. I do some of my best editing and all that at night. So yeah. But I can always adjust. It's all about the work for me. If the work needs me and I gotta be there at a certain time, I'm gonna get up. I feel ready to get up. I can't even sleep because I'm hyped. You know, that's the kind of energy I have when it comes, to getting something done that I know is gonna be worth the effort. My whole thing is always about the value. You know, if respect has been laid out and there's value in it and I've committed to it, I'm there. And that's with everything. Whatever it is, if there's value to it, true value, respect, then power, then money, you understand? True value, I'm there. But it's gotta be laid out that way. If it ain't in that order, miss me with it. I don't give a damn how much hype and, you know, money, because it's gonna turn into a nightmare later if you leave it that other shit. You gotta have that respect laid first. And whenever it's like that, it always works for everybody. And that's what I see happening with this. And that's why I'm so proud to work with Brother Art, because it was always love, always respect from day one, and a man of his word. That's the most important thing. Like, said he was gonna do it, did it. Said he gonna drop this video, it's coming, you know what I mean? Hold tight, let me see something here. Yeah, you know, you gotta be a person of your word, man. Whoever you are, whatever you're doing, be of your word. If you know you can't, just, hey, I don't want to commit to nothing I can't, yeah. You know, just, it's cool to be that. It's funny how some people, they don't commit to things, or they'll commit to things just to save face, just to seem like they're more on point than they are. And you'll be like, you didn't want to do this from the beginning, did you? You know, but the truth gonna find you. So you gotta be just honest with your heart from the beginning. Like, you know what your schedule is like, you know what your lifestyle is like, you know what your personality is like. You know you're not gonna do right. So don't say that you can do more than you gonna do. It's simple as that. That's all it is, y'all. That's all it ever was, all it's ever gonna be. If you do what you said you were gonna do, and if you only commit to what you know you can do, everything gonna work out. Everything gonna work out. And that's how it's working. That's why we getting it done. That's why we out here making history, man. ONYXCON, country style. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a major, major moment when that drops. Cause I already know everything that Art drops gonna hit close to, if not over, 100,000. His average video will be like 50, 70, 100 plus. I mean, he got 300,000 on some of his videos, like plus, like, you know, 500,000. I mean, crazy numbers, man. He got the numbers, man. The brother is doing the work, you know. So I'm really happy to be a part of that, because I know it's gonna be a good look for the whole family. Everybody's gonna get curious about everybody else and be like, well, wait a minute, what's this ONYXCON thing? Oh, dang, they got a lot of other stuff going on. It's not just fishing. It's not just hiking. It's not just outdoors. It is. Of course it is. Definitely is. It's outdoors. It's travel. It's fitness. It's... Wait a minute. Oh, man, he does gaming? Yeah. Yeah, he'll do the gaming thing. He do reviews of music and video games and reaction videos. And, oh, man, he even talking about relationships and what it is to be an artist and how that life going. Oh, he talking about the film biz and the music biz and all these biz and how they connect. And, you know, like I say, it's all here. It's all here. It's all here, y'all. So that's what we got coming for you. I just want y'all to know that this is that day. Friday is that day. I'm real happy for it. It's Fish Friday, as we say traditionally in the South. Talk about some more Southern stuff. If you really grew up Southern and you know what I'm talking about, you know, you cook fish a lot of times Friday. That's a tradition. And a lot of black families, and a lot of families, period, in the South, but especially as a black family thing, definitely. And it goes back with a long history. But yeah, Fish Friday, y'all. It's a Fish Friday. Fish Friday, y'all. Fish Friday. Man, that made me want to eat some fish tonight. I ain't got no fish though. And this weather been acting right for it. Like, it's been oddly warm enough. Like, literally, it's 72 right now. 72 I think the high today is 75, and you can feel it. It's got a little bit of a breeze, so that's comfortable. But it's overcast, like it could rain any minute, you know, that kind of stuff. And it just got that look like, you know, just that odd ass global warming weather. That's all I can call it. That's all I know it is. That's what makes this what it is. It is definitely that. Oh man, I got a little discombobulated here. I was trying to, you ever tried to go against, it just never fails. You go against the GPS, you be like, why is it taking me over here? I don't think that's where I should be. I think it should be over. So you try and switch it up. GPS be like, GPS just sit back and watch your ass like, I told you, right? You ain't listen though, right? You see that though, right? You know you done fucked up. you see that, right? You see, you know you done. Oh man, shout out to Bill Duke. That's my brother right there. Real talk, serious talk. No cap, as the kids say. as the children say. No cap. Bill Duke, the legend from the scene that everybody know, everybody like to quote that scene, but a lot of folk, like the young folk, don't know nothing but that one movie, Menace to Society. And the classic scene where Bill Duke played the detective that had cornered the main character in his criminal activities and got him caught up on a case that they were trying to solve. And he got him in the interrogation room and he said some stupid shit that he didn't. It's like, you goofy fool, you know that. You see that, right? You know you done fucked up. you know that, right? Bill Duke. Yes, I work with Mr. Duke. The actor, the writer, the director, the producer, all those things and so much more. The author, you know, he's got a book out about his life, man. These are people, man, while they here, keep giving them their flowers for real, because we lucky to have them, man. They getting up in age, and they still here. They still kicking it. He's still acting, still showing up at events, and still doing interviews, and still. But I met him on Black Lightning. That's my brother. I met him on Black Lightning, man. And I'll never forget it, because I was a regular on the show, Black Lightning, and I did core work. So I would be in the lab scenes with Dr. Lynn's character, Christine Adams. Shout out Christine. That's the homie for real. And yeah, I'll never forget. It was like one of my other friends that did core in the labs. We were all characters in the lab. We were the regulars. And we were at lunch. And there's kind of a rule, unsaid rule in the biz. Like if you're not, you know, if you're not stand-in or, you know, being core as we were, we kind of had a little status, so we weren't regular background at that point, which is sad that it's got to be all these, you know, lines of whatever, because people just want to talk to each other. They dig you, You know, I understand the rules are set up because some people don't understand boundaries and don't understand, look, do you know how much of a privilege it is for you to even be in the same space as these legends? So act accordingly, and some people don't know how to do that. So I understand why the rules are there. I've been a PA. I know how that can be if you just let people go willy-nilly. They just can't. Some people just, they don't. It's like being online on this mess. It's like, it's the reason why I have my usual parameters of, if you're not a subscriber, you can't talk to me. You don't have you don't have the right to stand before the king. That's real shit. Like, what have you done to be here? Nothing. Not a damn thing, but run your damn mouth and be goofy in the chat. Like, that's that bullshit. And that's what's wrong with the world, is allowing that kind of energy to think that it's important. Everything in life requires tests and circumstances, you know what I'm saying? So if you ain't been through nothing enough to mature you enough to come correct, hey man, that's something that only life teaches you. And them ass whippings ain't here to be talked about online. You get them in real life, you know what I mean? You'll get them in real life, don't worry. All you goofy trick ass motherfuckers online that be, you know, in comments saying inappropriate stuff and think that it's cute and fun. Y'all are the ones they talking about when they say you don't live long. And I'm not even trying to be, I don't care if y'all can flag, real talk, grown ass people gotta stand up. And I'm one of them, and I'm willing to do it. If it saves your life, I'm gonna hopefully help you to say you're cruising for the worst kind of bruising. Y'all don't last long. You die quick. You're already gone and don't even know it, because that's very dangerous energy to play with. And I'm getting back to my story, but I had to say that because, I mean, it kind of relates. I remember there was a moment where after I met Mr. Duke, because, like I said, we were at lunch and we were having this chat. He was talking to one of my other friends that was working in the lab scene, and I just came over and just kind of joined him, and then, you know, shook his hand, and after that, we was cool. Every day I would see him on set, and man, the wisdom, just hearing him talk about anything was just, man, this is golden. You can't pay for it. This is what I'm talking about respect first, then power, then money. The things I got out of those brief conversations with that amazing gentleman are 10 times, you know, what anybody might get because he's done master classes, the ones you had to pay for online and all that. I got that on set in person with the man, you know? So that's different, and that only comes from respect, when people feel your energy, like what you about, and be like, yeah, I got something for you, check this out. You know? And that's it. It's just that moment. If you're present, it happens. If you're not, if you know, goofing off, if you don't really understand how much of a privilege it is to even be around people of that level, and you think everything is about you, and you want everybody, look at me, I'm trying to say something, but you ain't saying nothing, you know, and it's like, and you don't know when to shut up because there's older folk in the room and pay attention, you're gonna always miss the opportunity. Always miss the opportunity. So like there was another day on that same production where I remember we were at lunch again, and Christina came out, and she was, usually she would sit with the regular, you know, crew area. But I don't forget how she even ended up over there. But I know I was talking to her and some other folks. We were all kind of like chatting with her at a table with mostly extras. Now, mind you, these are extras who had worked in the lab with her character, you know, when we filming. So I guess if people start getting a little too comfortable, you know? And, you know, the energy was a little bit younger, the folks around us and whatever, you know what I'm saying? And Bill Duke came over too, and he was sitting there. So I'm like, this is crazy right now. Like, Bill and Christine just chilling with us, and, you know, and everything was good. And then some little young 20-something white kid, and it's just like the only good movie he knew. So he think he trying to be cool by saying, "Oh shit, man!" You like first you starting off with profanity, you cussing all crazy because you want to seem like you're more street and shit. It's like, man, sit your little punk ass down, man. Like it was so annoying. It's like he's like, "Yay, yo, you're that fucking dude, man. You're that fucking." And it's like, and all. Yes, yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes. It's like that, y'all, that, y'all, that, y'all, that, y'all, that, y'all, that, y'all. So as I was saying about this story, right? So I'm on set, and like I said, there was this kid who was talking all this, you know, trying to be so hip. I mean, I swear the boy had to be under 25, like 20 to 25, you hear? And, you know, he sees Bill Duke, and he's nutting up, he's fanning out, but he's not coming correct. First, he's like personal space, he's kind of all up on the man, or you sitting down. Like, dude, like, what the hell you doing? Like, no. And, like, I can see my other fellow the actress, she's getting very just like, what the hell? Like, you know, and I heard her mumble, like, he's a legend. His name is Bill Duke. Like why the fuck are you, like, you don't even know his name, but you up here, oh, you're that fucking dude. Like, that's stupid shit, man. Don't do that. Like, if you don't know the person's name, be like, yo, respectfully, brother, honestly, I cannot remember your real name, but I know your character from that show, and I absolutely love your work. That's how you do that. But in this day and age, so many young folk think that it's corny to use that many words to express yourself. Well, guess what's real corny? Not expressing yourself and offending somebody and ending up in a verbal whatever or getting ignored. Because the worst thing, you know, it goes three ways. You either get ignored, you get in a tit for tat, or somebody smash your ass into oblivion, because that can happen too. Like, it can go that ugly. Like, I've seen, I won't get into too many more of these stories, even though I know y'all love some drama, but I can remember being on set one time with the legend Michael Jai White, and he's a martial arts walking time bomb. I mean, this man he kicks ass for real talk. Now a bunch of little video game conversation. People going, ooh, I bet you so-and-so could beat so-and-so. No, this ain't kitty talk. This is real man. This man has said in interviews, if he hadn't became an actor, he would have been the worst, terrible gang leader, killer of all time. Like, he knew his power. He knew what he was capable of, right? And, you know, he grew up in some of the worst parts of Chicago and stuff. And he was talking about all that in this interview I saw him. So knowing that about him, and then also knowing his work, more importantly, his actual career, once he got himself right and living the life he should be living, and he still is, and more power to him. You know, I remember working on set one time, and I was his stand-in. Now, let me explain, because some folks, some goofies that think they know terms in the biz, and they don't. So the stand-in is the person who stands on the mark for the actor in a scene. It's not the same as a double. Because I've talked to some people, and as soon as you say stand-in, they think you're saying double. They, oh yeah, well, wait a minute, how'd you be as double? You're not as big as him. I said stand-in. And this is why I don't like talking to people who don't understand. First of all, they don't research things, but they think they know everything. You know what I mean? You just can't deal with people like that at all. It just saves time not to even address them. But so no, I was his stand-in once, meaning we're the same height. We're both right at 6'2", and you know, he's of course totally different look and huge. Like, he's like 3 times big as me, you know, big ass dude, real big dude, but all muscle and everything you would expect of his energy. Very serious, very poised, and the most I got, at least I can honestly say with all my chest, yo, I said hi to Mr. Michael Jai White, and he said, "What's happening, brother?" You know, gave me a fist bump, you know, as he was entering the scene. So I've met the brother, you know, and I can remember they were giving really bad instructions on this particular production. I would say what it is, but I don't want to dog them out because you never know who you're gonna work with again and all that kind of stuff. But I'll just say it was a show that was not on for long, unfortunately. I think it only had one season. The concept was pretty cool, but it didn't catch enough of an audience to hold tight. But he played a character on the show, and he was supposed to be jogging in a park, getting a phone call. And so they set up the scene. It was very simple scene, but they had some really powerful cameras involved. They had one of them real big, long crane cameras that can extend way out. I mean, we're talking about something that can extend like 30 feet and rise up in the air, give you a drone type shot, come back down. They can do all that stuff. So they had all this expensive equipment on, and they getting all that stuff set up mostly in the morning. So by the time they get ready to shoot, you know, he was down near where his mark was, and it's down a hill away from what they call Tech Village, where the monitors are, where the director and everybody can see the scene and direct the cameras as to how they want them to be. And they're trying to figure all that out, and they're talking to the one PA that was supposed to be Mr. Jai White's assistant for the day. He's supposed to be his ear to them, because he can't have a walkie or nothing. He just got to take instructions and know what he's got to do. And I'll say too, let me add this, because this gives more gravy to why it went the way it went. When I got there early that morning, and he was checking in at the desk to check in at the same time as me, they did not have what they should have had with a PA on a golf cart ready to take him to base camp where he'd be in his trailer. And they was like, we're so sorry, we're a little behind this morning, but we're gonna have somebody get you right away, Mr. John White. And he just had this look like, the fuck, like, what? Like, no, it should be here. Like, that never happens, you know, it really doesn't. It's like, if nothing, hell, you shouldn't have to, first of all, you shouldn't have to walk, but if you're gonna have to walk, it's better to let's just get moving. Because the actor, I know is from my own experience in acting, when I had a line or so, and you gotta get to your trailer and get ready and stuff. You know, man, I don't care, I'll walk, just get me to my trailer so I can get prepared. I don't wanna be waiting around for nothing. And it was kind of that energy. So that's the first part of the day with it starting off like that. So by the time we got on set and we're doing this moment, and communication was wonky. Like I say, they on the walkies, and they said something for him to do, and it wasn't what the director wanted. So after they did like a rehearsal take, they're all like, no, do this, have him do that, and then have him do, and the guy, he said, so do they want, so I heard him ask the guy one time, like, you know, so do they want me here or right there, more to the left or the right, which way do they need it? It's whatever. And the guy was like, and he's like, oh, he wasn't like, it's like, this is what I'm talking about people not understanding old basic codes of human respect and communication. He's on the walkie, which they have these little things you put in your ear or whatever. You know, like I said, I've been a PA, so I know what this is. And it wraps around your ear and it goes to a cord that connects to the mic, the walkie-talkie. And he's trying to hear them at the same time. But who is actually more important? Even with the director on set, who's acting like a little trick, because that dude was really annoying. I knew him from other stuff, and he could always be a real picky little, that guy. But it's kind of like, at the end of the day, which one of these guys could slap the shit out of you and not give a damn about it? The one you're standing next to. And you can't kick his ass. Don't get it twisted. You know, if you run to your car, well, hell, he might already have his. You understand? It's like, stop playing. Like, they talking shit on the walkie. And it was like, he said, you know, it was almost like you could tell he wanted to almost be like, hey, man, let me talk to him direct. But the guy's like, no, so, yeah, okay. So they want you to and he's like real sassy with his talk to. Oh, I was like, this is not good. This is not good. It's like I'm a witness you see the plane crash happening, right? And then so they went through another take, and then the next take, that wasn't quite what the director was. He's back bitching on the damn walkie again. And he said something, and you know, he tried saying it to the PA, and the PA is saying, okay, yeah, I'll tell him. So they want you to, and he's like, okay, so do you want me to do? He's like, well, hold on, they're telling me, no. And so he just like, no. Do you want me to do that? He got his voice. He was like, Yes, sir. That's what they want. Suddenly, he's paying eye contact. He's not just talking into the air and holding this little thing. No, he's looking at this man and realizing he will choke the snot out of you. Damn right he will. And he should, to make an example of your for all these punk motherfuckers that's always acting like they got real power. You're not the power. You need him. He's the star. If he says, you know what? Y'all didn't respect my years of work. Y'all didn't have my trailer ready when I get. Fuck it. I'm going home. What you gonna do? And this kind of stuff happens, y'all. It happens, unfortunately. This is why you don't. This is the stuff behind the scenes that people don't know about. And when fans are just, pontificating and theorizing about what goes on set, I lived it. So I know what it's like to be on a set where the energy ain't right and people are disrespecting some of the talent and folks are like, no, you're not gonna do it, not on my clock, not me, and having to check folk and keep it correct and keep that energy right because they like, look, man, I work for this and I don't give a damn that you finally got your little moment to direct or be a PA or whatever. The people don't come saying, hey man, have you seen that new, and they name the director like that's the name of the movie. No, they're coming to see that star, period. You are the reason for the season, and you can't forget that when you're on set, and you got to make them respect that when you're on set. Because it is that real. I don't give a damn I don't care about no fucking agencies, no damn production, whoever. I don't care how much money's involved. Once they've committed the money to it, you best believe everybody in the office is like, is Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, which is going to be the faces on the damn poster, happy? Because if they not, we'll shut this whole bitch down. Trust me. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, y'all. Y'all, yeah. So that's the bottom line, y'all. I mean, that's pretty much how I look at it when I'm even on this YouTube, man. It's different. I tell y'all all the time, this is a mini production. That's what this is. This is a mini movie production, mini show production. It's a mini version of it. It's a very intimate version of it. It's a one-on-one. It's an opportunity to get to know somebody direct if they share their time and decide to do this. But it's not something where, you just can come in as the audience and you couldn't blurt out on set whatever you want to say or anything. So why would it be any different in this environment? And that's why I have it always set up most of the time when I go live that only my subscribers can speak. And every time I've ever been lenient on that, I always get a quick reminder as to why I do that, because people don't control themselves and come correct. They wanna be like the goofy kid I mentioned earlier, who's like, you're that effing dude, man, you're that. Man, if you don't know the name, why are you even in the art? Like, you're irrelevant. You gotta go. Like, and that's how it would be on real set. Like, if you don't understand the assignment, we're just not gonna pay you for the day. You're not gonna be here. We're not gonna allow you to be here. That's how it works.